Nowadays, we have social media, we have the gossip blogs, and I guess the magazines, you can read them online, whatever. But all of these outlets that tell us the latest news on what celebrities are doing, um, or we've got Facebook, we've got Twitter, we've got Instagram, so we can see what the people we actually know are doing. And it's very easy to fall into what I call the comparison trap, which it's a term I actually first heard from Andy Stanley, of North Point Church, Community Church. Um, it's very easy to fall into the comparison trap, which is sort of the pattern or the habit of looking at our lives and then looking at the person next to us or the person online or the person on TV or the movie or on stage and feeling frustrated with our own lives because we wonder what we are doing or why our lives don't match up to someone that half the time you don't even know. And we've got to stop that because it's completely possible and very likely to drive yourself crazy by worrying about what other people are doing and by wondering why you don't measure up. And one of the biggest things that makes that whole process futile is that you don't know someone else's life. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know what hurdles they've had to cross. You don't know their struggles. You don't know if they're even happy with that life you see. You just see an image that's being projected online, on TV, in interviews, on social media, when you see them in passing. Even if it's a family member, you can never know 100% what's going on behind closed doors. And so it's just a waste of energy and it'll only make you less happy. And I'm not saying that we can't learn things from other people, but even when you're doing that, it's important to just stay laser beam focused on the lesson and what you're going to get out of it, and just to go based on what you see. For example, if someone is a great architect and you want to study their style, that's fine, but don't look at this person and say, well, this person got his degree in, this many years and it's taken me this long and I don't know why. It's easy to be tempted to call yourself a failure, or it's easy, even the reverse is true. It's easy to criticize and judge someone when you don't know their whole story. And so it's just important to remember that you've not walked in anyone else's shoes other than yours. And so it is important to just keep that in mind and to run your own race and to mind your own business and to just to not beat yourself up. You should be competing against yourself. There's nothing wrong with being achievement driven, but be sure that you're always trying to best yourself because you're the only person who has that exact combination of unique traits and circumstances and hurdles and even opportunities and benefits and things that other people just don't have. And so you can't look to the left or look to the right and feel bad about yourself, or even necessarily feel better about yourself in some ways. Like, it's good to be proud of yourself, but you can't necessarily put someone down because you don't know what they've had to go through. And there's a quote that says you never know what a person had to go through just to show up in the same room as you. So keep that in mind when you're feeling discouraged. Keep it in mind when you're feeling tempted to be overly critical. Just keep it in mind in general and be sure to focus on you and your own progress and to run your own race.